Team Spirit versus Evil Geniuses. FNG, but will make do. Gonna have a Lucent Beam. S4 getting pretty low here. This could be a first blood. One more right click and FNG will claim it. Both of them have... Oh! Meanwhile, crit stun from Crit comes out onto DK Phobos. RTZ goes in with the axes, but Spirit, they're just going to turn. DK Phobos is getting low, tries to go onto Crit, but may have gone in a bit over his head. Meanwhile, Crit dies to the spells of Biva, and FNG TP's in to give him a little bit of support. DK Phobos on the backlines, just sort of chilling, realizing he's not going to die yet, but RTZ, though, that's going to be a different story. DPS down by the two supports. FNG, meanwhile, hasted up, instantly making yet another rotation, this time to the mid lane. Seeing if they can maybe get something done here. Tree's gonna come out. Right clicks out as well. G throws the Dragon Slave. And no Light Strike Array even needed as they just right click Sumail down. Down the bot. Another go on the Biva. Whirling Axes come out, but they won't land. Meanwhile, Crit taking a fair bit of damage from DK Phobos. The Infernal Blade never quite going off. Finally, it will land. So Crit manages to get the stun off and will kill off DK Phobos, but not before losing his own life. Still managing to win out the exchange, and now a Lucent Beam comes out, meaning S4 is very low, and that last right click will be what pushes him over the edge. Little roam mid does have an Eclipse available. This could be damaging. Lucent Beam won't quite land, will finally land in the end there, and G gonna go for the rest of this kill on his own. Laguna Blade comes out, but Fly comes in to save his mid, gets the sleep off. FNG comes in, tries to DPS down Sumail, but he's gonna heal up with the Spirit Siphon. Eclipse will finally be popped, won't quite clip onto Sumail, Biva will be the one to claim that. And meanwhile, G, using the Dragon Slave, will clean up what's left of Fly's HP. Crit tries to TP in, but Team Spirit, they look for more. As the tier 1 mid does begin to get low, though Sumail takes the tower top with the Exorcism, and they immediately start to Dark Rift mid, trying to bring some people in, and they bring 3 in. FNG getting some treants in, trying to take the tower, but the Uber in just to deny, and he will get Laguna Bladed and he lose his life for it. Meanwhile, DK Phobos coming in as well. Biva's here, suddenly there's a whole group of people here. Fly goes down. Chase RTZ, but it's not going to happen. Sumail, meanwhile, gets the Spirit Siphon out onto FNG, but he's sprouted up with the Mystic Flare. He uses himself up to avoid the damage. Meanwhile, the Eclipse goes off, tries to get some damage out onto EG. RTZ looking low, but so is Illidan. He'll go down. Crit, meanwhile, also gets taken down by G. Sumail with these Spirit Siphons, just constantly healing up. FNG finds Fly, but gets immediately Fiend's Grip, and now the Wrath of EG is here. G got silenced on the backlines, but now Illidan's here is going to pop the Eclipse. That's going to lead to a kill on the back of Fly. Sumail, doomed up. Aeon Disc will pop, but he's still taking a heavy amount of physical damage, and that will result in a kill. Now it seems they're going to invade. They might find Illidan. They might find G instead. FNG comes in and Crit gets the move forward, gets a 2-man stun out, and then with the battle trance, he's going to start getting the hits out. That's a wicked kill streak from G gone down. FNG down as well. And now with the Fiend's Grip onto Illidan, this might be exactly the fight EG wanted. Illidan's going to go down as well. It's a double kill for RTZ. Crit, low, Laguna Blade. That'll be how that happens. And now, they're going to keep going. Buyback on Sand King. They want to take this team fight. Yule's up onto DK Phobos. And they're just going to damage him down. He doesn't have a... He's silenced up. Can't have access to the Doom. Spirit marching up. DK Phobos will get silenced. No chance to get the Doom off. Mystic Flare used. Will whiff, sadly. Illidan gets Fiend's Gripped up on the front lines. Now DK Phobos gets used up again. No chance of getting the Doom off. Will finally get it off onto Sumail, but it might be too little too late at this point. G trying to burst down Crit. Laguna Blade used, and S4 seeing that the fight might be turning. And they find Illidan. Oh, this is a terrible place to be called out. He BKBs up. Is he going to be able to get out of this? Spirit Siphon? He will run away. Lucent Beam out. Meanwhile, Biva slept up. He's looking to go down here, and indeed he will. Crimson Guard not saving him. D-Ward out. As the building hitting will start. G gets stunned up. Another 2-man stun coming out from Crit. These stuns have been on point. DK Phobos blinks in, but will start to get focused down. Sumail on a mega kill streak. The Doom will buy back. Illidan marches forward. The Eclipse is available. But the epicenter from Crit. Illidan goes down. G goes down. That's 100 seconds with no Luna. DK Phobos going down as well, and Team Spirit, they quite reasonably tap out. GG is called. And at 35 minutes, Evil Geniuses take game 1 of the series. So that means it will be the support Leshrac. Try a new place at a different time. Lift out on a DK Phobos. 3 heroes up here. They've got plenty of stuns. Arteezy's here as well, and with the Lucent Beam, that's almost certainly going to be enough damage. Yep. The Dire. Use a scan. Make sure that none of EG are running up. On the G. Banish. And Soul Catcher. Fly takes some damage. Will just sleep up. Oh, but the arrow comes in. He thought he'd be able to get away and that would just be a funny little engagement, but no. Well, an Invis FNG continues to lurk. Though meanwhile, at the opposite of lurking, we have a Stampede. They're running in onto Biva. Split Earth going to come out. That'll land onto Fly. But will it be enough? No, it won't. Killing spree ended. Meanwhile, in mid, guess that Invis rune was put to use after all. Another kill attempt. Slightly mistimed. The lightning not quite landing. But this time, but if they get Arteezy, it'll be big here. The lightning goes out for real this time. Illusion damage comes out, but they don't quite manage to find the kill, although they are still looking for it. Biva gets Lucent beamed up, and then with the double edge in that last right click, he gets in a little bit over his head, takes just a bit more damage than he would have liked, and will end up going down. And now EG, they've tasted blood and they want more. They're going to go into FNG, another stomp, and a double edge, stopping Illidan from quite being able to find Arteezy. And now, the space has been put between them, and it looks like Fly will have to give his life for it, but he saved the life of his carry. With a 4-second stun, they reality rift him out. That Fiend's Grip buying time for Arteezy to get away. And now G, use the Invis to get into position, but now might be in no man's land. Gets lifted mid-leap, and Eclipse will be popped. Silence, and a Void comes out. Arrow secures the kill. As Sumail goes down for the 3rd time. G claiming the kill. And Team Spirit, they want to look for more. They get the banish out on the S4. Meanwhile, Fly getting taken down on the backlines. FNG will be stunned up. The double edge damage and the stun just too much to deal with. But G leaps forward with the Starfall, will finally bring down the Centaur War Runner. And then Crit going down as well. It's a triple kill for G. And they want to keep going. Phobos diving past tier 3s for this. Arteezy having to hide in the tree lines in his base. He pops the Eclipse, but he's taking a lot of damage and will go down before the Eclipse can really do anything. Biva, low, might go down to crit here, but DK Phobos going to throw his body in front. But Biva will get stunned up by the drop radius. And now Phobos, timely brain sap from Fly. Phobos going down to the tower, and a Zeus ult will enable that kill. Phantasm and 6's illusions onto the tower. EG having to come back to defend this. This is no joke here. But then Illidan reality rifts Sumail back, taking a bit more damage than maybe would have liked. A big Zeus ult, but S4, the original target, will go down. Biva goes down as well, and Fly. Some heavy deaths here, but Sumail, the original gank target, will live. So does not have the damage to bring down DK Phobos. He just runs away, but he runs back in, and the rest of EG, they might have that kind of damage. They sleep him up. Right-click him down, Fade Bolt, and that's going to be him going down. Nope, they're just going to farm the Ancients. If anyone's going to contest, it's going to be S4, who eats the arrow anyway, stopping any potential counter-initiation. Illidan gets the Aegis, and now S4 taking a heavy amount of damage from this Pulse Nova. Fly goes down, as does S4, and now the rest of Team Spirit marching in, but a big Zeus ult. Aegis is used. Bane buys back, goes to TP in. They want to bring Illidan down a 2nd time. He's getting pretty low, taking a lot of damage from Zeus. Gets slept up. They steal the Chaos Bolt. FNG disrupts him, trying to keep him alive, but they lift him up. They clear out the illusions, and Illidan taking just a bit too much damage. Biva in the DK Phobos, fine Fly, another support kill. Oh, gets 4 stuffed away, and now a lift comes out with a stolen Pulse Nova. That'll be Biva going down, and now DK Phobos, he gets Fiend's Gripped. Do the rest of EG have the damage to back this up? Nope, Fly gonna get slapped down. And DK Phobos lives to fight another day. The rest of EG saying, yeah, maybe I'd rather not be here. Except Sumail. Does he have a TP? His TP's on cooldown for 30 seconds. Him and Illidan messing about in the trees. Illidan getting blocked in by the creeps. He's going to slap those down. As Sumail worms himself in deeper and deeper. DK Phobos has flight available. It looks like he's not going to use it just yet. Instead, they get the stun out, and that will be a dead Sumail. Killing spree going the way of DK Phobos. They do Moonlight Shadow up. They go forward. DK Phobos trying to find the courier, but will be rebuffed. Meanwhile, Eclipse gets popped by Arteezy. Illidan stunned up, but he's going to basically three-shot Arteezy. My word, Illidan! Bringing the damage. I mean, we've seen him hit hard before, but now this is just insane. Meanwhile, G takes out Crit on the backlines. A dominating streak going his way, and Sumail uses himself up, but just delaying the inevitable as Illidan going nuts with it. My word! Wasn't even a particularly exceptional play. He just hit him. And he's going to keep hitting them. The buildings are going down. Mid-racks are going down. Tier 3 down. This could be 2 lanes of racks. Arteezy gets caught out, and then suddenly that's that. And now another Moonlight Shadow gang. EG, they try and go in for Roche, but they get caught out by Team Spirit. Crit, Yulesed up. Will have his life saved from the almighty slap of Illidan, but will go down in the very end. Arteezy caught out as well. They're just running over them at this point. G, he brings down Fly, and now he goes for Sumail as well. Double kill for G. I'm sorry if I didn't cast that fight very coherently, but they're just hitting them. That's all that's happening here. Team Spirit are just, they have damage, and Lord knows they're using it. Should we look at buybacks? There's no buyback on the Luna. No buyback on Sumail either. This is it. Like EG, they can't buy back amount of defense. This is it. There's no way Arteezy respawns in time. Team Spirit, my oh my, what a performance. It's a Wind Ranger. We're going to see an engagement happen in DG. Diving here. FNG banishes up S4, just trying to keep him at bay. 8 napalm stacks on him. Lucent Beam up onto S4, but with this Firefly crit, salves up, will avoid being... You don't get called till like 5 or 7. Oh, actually, Sumail rotating in with a haste. Sleep onto DK Phobos. They get the stun out onto him, and that will be a kill. Those nuke levels. And now G comes in, gets the Shackle out and the Focus Fire, and with the spells coming in from Viva, this is going to be Sumail getting very low, but the power shot off the mark. Phobos getting wrapped around on. Sumail's in the area as well. That sleep into stun setup, and then with the Pulse Nova and the right click, some 3 heroes. A simple gank we've seen time and time again. Oh, this time a Stomp hitting onto both Illidan and onto FNG. Earth Splitter gonna come out, and with the bash, that's gonna secure the kill onto Illidan. And maybe they want to look for more. Demonic Purge out onto Arteezy, and with the banish, Crit isn't gonna be held back though. The slow not applying to him. Get the Spirit out and the Stomp for the Vision, and then with the Whirling Axes, Troll is going to come in and clean that up. Sumail just going nuts on this Leshrac. What is he now? 4-0-3 at 12 minutes. That's impressive, but Phobos, he finds Arteezy, gets a couple of spins, and the dunk. His blink gets cancelled. Thankfully, he cancels the call at the last minute. Now he gets Fiend's Grip up for his troubles. The rest of EG coming in. Stomped up, Fiend's Grip. He blinks away from the Earth Splitter. Now Mystic Flare out onto Arteezy. Nobody dying just yet, but now the Eclipse comes in. Even with Illidan's left, the beams still manage to bring down Fly. And now, S4 blinking in. Sumail, he gets shackled up. They focus fire him down, but he gets Yulesed. And then on a dominating streak going the way of G. And now DK Phobos gets the call out onto S4. This is looking like a fight that Spirit really wanted to find. FNG. He's there. Smoke breaks. He finds Crit. Meanwhile, DK Phobos finds Fly on the backlines. Sleep him up. Mystic Flare doesn't quite land. And with the last Lucent Beam, they will bring down the Bane Elemental. Oh, Spirit are in the area. Fly's smoke is going to break. They know there's people on the high ground. And indeed, he will get banished up by FNG. FNG eats a lightning for his troubles. Down on half health. And now Fly taking a lot of damage from the Windrunner. And a 2-man call coming up from DK Phobos, but he gets Yulesed up, can't get any spins up, and now the Eclipse. The dunk is there. Very well executed there by Team Spirit. Immediately smoke up. They want to go for more without this DK Phobos X factor. They're all grouped up. They're going to get a perfect opportunity. They get the lasso out on a G. Mystic Flare comes out, but Arteezy, he blinks it, he gets in, he does the damage, and now he's going to go for more. He's going to the Viva. It's a double kill for Arteezy, but meanwhile Illidan, he brings down Fly with the Eclipse. So, Sumail using the nukes, bringing FNG down low. And we'll use the Yules to keep Illidan away. Oh, the stomp, the big splitter. This is going to do so much damage. Illidan, he goes down. It's a triple kill for Arteezy. And they're hitting on a DK Phobos. He just respawned. He's going to go down again. Sumail claims the kill.
Is under attack.
Oh, DK Phobos, he goes in. They get the initiation on the fly. He'll go down pretty instantly. But then S4 goes in, gets the lasso out. Arteezy, he goes in. He's trying to do the damage. But G, on the backlines with the focus fire, he brings down the Aegis. Sumail trying to get the nukes out, but the Eclipse, they're out-nuking them. DK Phobos goes down, but so does Crit. Arteezy back to the land of the living, but he's taking so much damage. And now this time, apparently it's EG's turn to get wiped. G coming in, trying to find Sumail, but he's taking a lot of nuke damage. He gets stunned up, but Biver, FNG, the supports are here. They banish Sumail up. Biver goes down, but so will Sumail. Oh, Arteezy, he goes in, gets the blink out onto FNG and bursts him down. Meanwhile, the Fiend Script onto DK Phobos. Illidan turns, pops the BKB, and starts man-fighting into Arteezy, slowing him up. Phobos goes down, but so does Arteezy's Aegis. Double buybacks now coming out from Team Spirit. Lucent Beam out onto Arteezy, but will get force-staffed away. Illidan arrive for the D-Ward. They might be able to catch him out. They get the Blink Lasso. Though FNG quick-fingered with the disruption. DK Phobos goes in, tries to get the call, but with the splitter and the Fiend's Grip, they will try and lock down DK Phobos. Meanwhile, Arteezy goes down. How did that happen? Oh, Sumail goes down as well. The cause of EG getting core away. Sumail pops the Edict, blinks in, gets called up, and will be taken out by the Mystic Flare. Meanwhile, Arteezy manning up against Illidan, but taking too much damage. The Skadi's slow, just keeping him in there. He eats the cheese. Power shot doesn't quite land. Meanwhile, Fly goes down the backlines. They banish S4 and manage to find him. Arteezy goes down as well. Sumail trying to do damage from the high ground, but the nukes, they're just not quite enough at this point. DK Phobos pops the Blade Mail, now the chase onto Sumail. They're going to slow him up with a concussive shot, and now they got to find him. He yields himself up to dodge the Berserker's call, but he's stuck in there between a rock and a hard place. Silenced up, taking the damage, will suicide. 70 seconds without either of your big damage-dealing cores. And no Bane for 20 either. All you have is a Bat Rider and an Elder Titan against the full might of Team Spirit. And they don't even care about the racks. They're going straight for tier 4s. This game has to end right now. S4 manages to drag Phobos back into the fountain, but cool, it's an axe kill. What else are you going to get? And they're not even going to get it. They vanish him up, and Phobos pops his BKB. I didn't even know he had one of those. And now they're just keeping what's left of EG back in the base. Spirit are low, but all they have to do is hit the Ancient, and with 40 seconds with no Arteezy, it's looking like that's going to be easy enough to do. The sleep comes out. Still managing to hit onto them. Oh, Illidan, he goes down to the Brain Sap. Biver going down as well. He instantly buys back though, and now a whiff dunk onto Crit, but it doesn't matter. Fly, slow it up as well with the Battle Hunger. Crit buys back, an Earth Splitter comes out, that'll be a dead FNG. Triple kill for Crit, and somehow, miracle upon miracles, managed to hold the base. That initiation isn't really going to go anywhere. Fly. He's invis, they hit him, but do they know about it? Well, now they know about it. Sleep comes out. Arteezy links forward, gets the bash out onto Biver. He's going to go down. And now Sumail goes in with the Shiva's Guard, but they'll bring him down. Illidan just doing this damage with the Eclipse coming out. Arteezy, Aegis is popped. S4 getting low, managing to get away. Splitter, not going to do a whole lot, but the second one comes out. Arteezy comes back. Oh, S4 goes in, but they instantly disrupt Illidan. Now can they look for him? He BKB's up, but it looks like they're going to be able to kill him off. No Bat Rider, he does have buyback. The only heroes without buyback are FNG and Biver. DK Phobos gets the Torn out on the Leshrac. Mystic Flare, but they sleep him up. Illidan doing the damage onto Arteezy, they bring him down. It's a double kill for Illidan. He eclipses and goes forward. Crit taking a lot of damage, but S4 lassoing him up, just dragging the, oh dear. FNG and Illidan down, that lasso allowing EG to do the damage. Spells being thrown from either side. Shadow Poison, Lightning. DK Phobos gets the call out onto Sumail, but S4 gets the lasso out onto FNG. FNG down with no buyback. Sumail gets slept up, but he'll go down as well. DK Phobos down. That's 100 seconds without him. He will buy back. Illidan, though, marching forward, getting the right clicks out on the fly, and the arcane bolts and concussive shots coming out as well. Let's fly down. Arteezy gets the blink away. Crit, TPing out, gets stunned up. Elder Titan, here he's fast, but he's not quite fast enough. Yules, power shot, dead. Will buy back. This is Roche. Whichever racks they're hitting is the one they're hitting, and it looks like we're just gonna do this. Just gonna run illusions in there. I'll say that Rax that isn't regenning though. Taking a fair amount of damage. Oh! Lasso onto Illidan. Going down. He's low. Aegis popped. But now he's in the base. Split Earth isn't quite gonna land. DK Phobos gets the call out onto Arteezy. Illidan goes down for real this time. Sumail, he's down. He will instantly buy back. G. How much can he do without Illidan? Sumail links forward. Gets the stun out. Onto G. G is low. He'll try and stun up Sumail. He won't be able to get the cheese off. Meanwhile, DK Phobos on the backline's trying to find someone. He gets the dunk out on the fly. But really, how much is it? No Axe for 120. No Luna for 90. As this game finally approaches the 1 hour mark. Mystic Flare out onto Sumail. Biber throwing out spells like it's going out of style. Desperately trying to keep EG away from his home. Away from his ancient. Arteezy links in. Starts hitting on a Biber with a Satanic. Gets the shackle out onto Arteezy. But S4 with the shackle save. G gets the cheese off. But he's gonna go down. It's a double kill for Arteezy. And this might be it. Sumail goes back in onto Biber. FNG is up. But really, what does it matter? There's nobody left on Spirit to defend this base. The game is lagging out. Arteezy hitting the Ancient. GG is called. Ultra kill for Sumail. What an ending! Oh my word. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Place your bets at GG.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at GG.bet.